Welcome everybody to Sonderling Inc. episode 49. My name is Sam Lander and I have some players.
Hi, I'm Xur playing Kiva, the Kobold Paladin.
I am Vosk and I'm playing Vergeros, the High Elf Sorcerer.
I'm Inter. I'm playing a human rogue called Horgold Wolfswift.
I'm Holocall, playing a human paladin called Holocall.
I am Eastborn, playing the Goblin Wizard called Striggs.
And Deem the Dragon is also here. He is playing Farmavor. I don't know how to say his character's name. Earth.
Farmauer Gronvire.
There you go. Farmauer Gronvire. And I can hear him now.
Also known as Earth.
Also known as Earth. Alright. So, last time you guys fought a battle and then explored the castle sneaky way. And you have arrived near or at the throne room where you believe the object of your search is. Upon ending of the last session, you guys heard a dragon's roar cut off and felt a quake in the ground. And you know that the object is somewhere in the next room from here. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna look to that door if it has a beaky hole.
It doesn't. It probably has. There's. It's not in great condition. It's a wooden door. There's a small gap. So what you see as a wedge of the room beyond, you see shuffling undead moving past the door 30 or 40 feet away. There is a very bright light coming from the shadows coming from in front of these undead creatures as they shuffle past. The far, looking in to the far side of the room, spending a couple seconds to concentrate, you see another line of undead creatures across the room. And again, there's a bright light off to the left.
How big is the hole? Smaller as 1 inch or bigger as 1 inch in diameter?
Smaller than 1 inch in diameter. It's your thumb width and the size, like close to the size of your thumbnail.
Right.
Not your character's your thumbnail, not your character's.
Does this character have thumbs?
Yes.
I have, yes. I think I'll triple tap stealthy to that door and do the same.
Roll me stealth, please. So you guys, see Horgold move down the room. He avoids, move down the hallway. He avoids all shuffling gravel and he is as quiet as death as he approaches the other door. This door again, there's cracks and breaks in it. The light you see in front. Let me see. What do you see in front of you? I'm gonna give you a little sliver. Actually, I'd probably give both of them a little sliver of visibility here on the map.
Quick, important question: is
Yes.
there lights in this hallway?
The hallway is there's the ceiling is very high and there are window frames behind you. They look like they had at one time shutters on them that have all rotted away. So it's not bright sunny light, but it is definitely, there's light filtering into this area.
Not like the light from here will enter the room that we're looking into.
No.
Okay.
You see about that from there. In this room you saw about the same, about this. So ahead of you, you see there's some sort of beam, and as you watch, you sit there for a couple seconds. And as you watch two zombies walk onto some sort of pattern on the floor you can't really make out. The zombies stand there for a few moments. They are struck by a bright cerulean beam, and then out of these like the zombie form together. These two zombies form together, and an ogre zombie steps forward steps forward out of your visibility. And you see an Arines swoop past into and out of view just like that.
I'll message that to the group, especially the let's take Vigorous to see if he knows anything about that spell, and then describe what I see.
Okay, Verdurus, you hear the description. You've never heard of a spell like this.
I message Horgold back that I have no idea what he's talking about. But I'll tell it to Strix. Maybe he have heard of it in a whisper mode.
Yeah. Striggs,
Right? Do I?
give me a Constitution check, please.
Just straight up Constitution roll, not a save.
If your save is higher, go ahead and roll your save.
That's the same. Oh. It's critical. 24.
You feel a whisper from the stone in your hand that says it knows how to do it.
I hate that stone.
I'll tell it to the rest. To Fosca, I'll return this to knowledge.
This doesn't sound very good. I whispered to Horgold that Strix knows what he's talking, what it is, or what that the stone he holds knows what it is.
And that's the evil stone, right?
Yes.
Yes. By the way, East, check your name.
Right.
All right.
I will hop back to the group
Right.
to discuss the plan of attack or whatever we're planning.
So if we can pinpoint the location of what we're looking for, I have this spell, which you've already seen before, back when we were with the elves, where I teleported out of the circle behind the guy and then teleported back. Remember that? I could do that here too, but I might need to know where I'm going first.
I can tell you the exact range and direction of it, of the crucifix
should-
we're looking for.
Technically work. Can I post a spell to look at the description?
Yeah.
Yep.
Horgold
Upwards
saw
to the northwest at a degree angle, 300 feet. There you go.
Horgold saw the two beams, or because I see some blue thingies on there, on the green thingy.
Yep.
On the green.
That's
the cerulean beams.
And can you pinpoint, or can he triangle where it's?
No. It's there's not enough view into the room to pinpoint
Okay.
a spot necessarily. If you want to try to get more visibility into the room, you can attempt to open one of these doors. They do not appear to be locked.
No, let's not do that. I don't trust it.
right. The only problem I have is it costs me 6 seconds to do this. I can do it twice, but I don't think I'm the correct person to be in the middle of something. What's going on for an entire round? Entire 6 seconds.
The effect of that sounds very familiar to what my cloak allows me.
Oh, interesting. Can I take a look at it and determine if it's the exact same thing?
I might help even with that, but the moment you're gonna cast the second time, you need to cast the spell 2 times, right?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna get in and gonna get out to steal the thing, right? We need to cast it twice.
Yeah, this is not gonna work. It's gonna end when you target or cast a spell.
Is it greater invisibility? What spell?
Yeah.
Greater invisibility lasts as long as you're not attacking.
Okay.
So that can work. We're not attacking.
Right. So any hostile action, I'm not sure about greater invisibility, but invisibility in general, non-hostile actions do not remove the invisibility, although they may trigger somebody to basically roll a save to see if they can spot you. Hostile actions in invisibility in general. Greater invisibility is or is it just standard invisibility?
Yeah, but I can cast it at higher levels to get more people.
Right.
Just a general question. The water breathing from last time.
Oh, it
is still
just
up?
just casts a spell. So yes, any spell casting
Yeah.
does in fact in that. Water breathing is still up. That was like 24 hours, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yep.
it was 24 hours. Just
This has
to,
been like
if
6.
something happened.
It's been like 8 hours ish.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I should still be in Earth Elemental form.
You are in fact still Earth elementalized.
I can't figure out how to make my token bigger, so I turned it sideways.
I can make you bigger. Maybe.
Why are you sideways, by the way?
Because I'm supposed to be a large creature, so I'm
Set
taking up more space.
dimensions.
Okay.
140
I
by
can't find the
140
dimensions thing.
set.
You're
Untwist yourself.
basically in the room.
Make sure to turn them back if that's possible.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're basically in
So-
the room.
So yes,
So,
go
I
ahead.
could totally be a frontline guard as an Earth Elemental if we need that, because I'm very sturdy.
The question is, do we want to fight if we don't have to? Our quest is to grab this Ankh, get it away from the city, and make sure to perform the ritual so that the Lich cannot revive, I guess is the word.
Never give up, never surrender.
I'm
yes.
all for avoiding any contact. That's my nature a little, but I don't mind a fight.
So, you want to know, Horgold, you have your location thing up, right?
Not anymore,
Oh, okay.
but I can cast it again if we want to.
I was
That
asking
only
to,
lasts-
Hmm?
It only lasts 10 minutes, and
Oh,
we used
right.
it once downstairs.
right, to get
Yep.
to here.
And I guess in the slow motion that we did through here to get here, that those 10 minutes are all long.
Yes, that took you guys almost an hour to get from the cellar to this location, without encountering anything.
I'm gonna whisper to the group. I'm gonna head back to the hallway for a bit and make sure I get ready for battle. And I want to cast Mage Armor when I get far away that I know they can't hear me, and I try to do it quietly.
Okay, you have mage armor up.
Rip spell slot. That's 8 hours, and I'm back.
Any
Yeah,
any other preparation work?
Not yet, unless we really want to know the exact location in the upcoming 10 minutes. I can cast locate object right now, so we actually know where it is.
Oh, what was the results of studying Kiva's cloak?
Oh,
Is it the same as the Dimension Door, or
I don't actually know what Kiva's cloak is off the top of my head. So what, Kiva? What?
Cape of the Mountebank allows me to once per day cast Dimension.
So yes, it is. It is
Okay.
the same as the spell. I think you can even bring somebody with you.
yeah, Dimension Door can do too. You teleport yourself plus
It is
one willing
literally
creature.
Dimension Door on the
So-
cape.
So that could get 4 of you into the room. One with the Cape of the Mountebank and plus Kiva, and then Striggs plus his +1.
Or our idea is 2 people go in, 2 people go out in one turn.
Let's use the let's do just the front attack and use the dimension door to quickly get.
So break in through the front, we open the door silently on the back, and then teleport in to get the thing, teleport out, and run.
Well, grab the thing, dimension door out, and then we have probably some time to do a proper teleport.
Right. But we have too many people for all of us, so we have to select who can come with
I
us.
can run really quick.
Then we need
and I
someone
can
else who can
hide.
run really quick.
Technically, I can try to do the shift thingy I have. But that takes one action, so
But you could maybe, if you would stay back, then the 5 of us go for the front attack, get in, dimension door out with 4. Horgold can run, he said, so Horgold will run.
and
And
I
then we
ready my
can-
plane shift.
Yes, so we get in a circle quickly and leave.
Can you pop up plane shift, please? Thank you.
It's just one action. That's 6 seconds.
Yes,
And-
but we have to line up in that
I-
circle.
I do know the sigil for the god's plane, Thingy.
You do in fact.
and that's my one question for you: is that far enough away from here? Because I don't know how that works with the distance
Yeah,
limitation.
the Ankh had to be a distance from the city. Does
Uh,
plane shift actually reach distances, or is it just a different dimension?
Roll knowledge arcana, please.
Okay, can Strix help?
I can try and help you, but I don't know how. I can
I'll
get my
just
research out.
roll. Wait, I had inspiration, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean I need to roll twice?
Yes.
Or does that second roll count?
Because you rolled both at once, then roll again, and we'll use the left one again.
Okay.
Because otherwise, it feels like you get the chance to
Yeah,
pick
it's the same
but-
number.
Let's do it.
the dice have spoken. I do not see.
See, it needed to be 21 point.
Right. With a 21, you were told that you need to be 50 miles away from the city. Now, the 50 miles, knowing magic as you do, the 50 miles isn't a physical distance. It is a, I guess, emotional is not the right way to put it, but it is a substantive distance away from the center of his power. So another plane of existence, it's more than 50 miles away.
So that could work.
Yes.
Okay. Am I allowed to use that plane shift spell from you?
I mean, are you physically capable of using plane shift? Well, do you have spell slots open for it? Then yes.
I have them, yes. I'm just asking at the DM if I can use it. That's all I needed. So yeah, that's a possibility.
So I see we have a plan.
And we have a second plane shift as well, apparently. So we can get back.
Let's see. second plane ship? What do you mean?
I
Earth.
also know plane
Oh,
ship.
oh, ooh, fancy.
Uh, seems like a good idea. So,
Yes, I mean we can rest there to get the spell slot back.
he's basically describing what my initial idea was with taking it. So
All right, so it sounds like you guys are doing frontal assault. So once Hollock gets back, we'll do a roll for initiative.
Right.
Hey, I actually see Dragon now. Everybody roll for initiative.
Yes. Don't be hasty.
But I think that's what Horgold wants to do for running away.
Yep.
Wait, what? Oh. Could you enter my one separately? Because I forgot to select my.
can I re-roll?
No?
Quick note before we go: it says 1 willing creature of your size or smaller.
Oh. Well, so you can
So-
bring Kiva.
Yeah, we can't really bring Earth or Hollock.
No,
Nope,
but I
but-
can bring everyone because I'm large.
Right. Do you have Dimension Door as well?
No, it's the Dimension Door we're using.
Right.
Um,
Vergeros, you got a
but I have
12.
Dimension door.
All right.
But we can still do the what the
Strix,
small ones go
Horgold,
in,
Yeah. We can do our.
Kiva.
grab the Ankh, get back out, and then
Like-
the rest of the party
Alright.
is keeping like a safe space to just poof.
All right, Horgold, you are first in initiative order.
No, but I
Which
can tell
door are
them.
we gonna take, guys? This one, that one, or
You
the
know-
big one?
The mostly I always hear is if you have something important, put it in the back or in the center of the room, but never in front at the big doors. So I would say take the back door.
I mean, we saw them. Horgold saw them move this way, right?
He saw yes, and Irini's flash past that direction.
Right. So it might be smart to, yeah, indeed, as Virgil says, to go from here.
Tremor sense.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
tremor sense. How far
Oh.
distance does that
I believe it was 60 feet.
All right, 60 feet.
Oh
well,
boy, that's
important.
so powerful.
60
Six-
feet of tremor sense. with
60
a passive
feet.
perception
All
of
right,
10.
so you sense
A lot of things.
that gives you number of creatures and direction, right?
I believe so.
Can't you move a little bit more to the center of the hallway?
Oh, absolutely. You-
But yeah, I think you need.
You
can,
sense
uh,
20 creatures of your normal size. Hold on, now you've moved.
Yes.
right there.
All right, so let me see. I gotta measure again.
Totally not bullying.
Okay, so you sense movement of 1, 2, 3, 4. Tremor sense is very powerful, and Yep. Nope. That's the wrong thing. It went to snap to center. Thank you. Okay. So you sense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 creatures of your size and one creature that's much bigger than, or well, you're 20. The first thing that I said of your friend's current size, except for Kiva and Striggs, and one creature that is your current size. Yeah. And the vast majority of those, there are 2 creatures near the near the edge of your sensing up and to your left that are not moving around. The vast majority of the creatures in the room are moving towards your left as you face the wall, and the large creature is near the center, just a little left of you, and about 30 feet away, and it is not moving, although it's like you don't feel like feet touching. It's there's a definite like weight on the floor moving back and forth.
Okay. So then I will move over to them and relay. Okay, guys, I sense about 20 creatures of mostly your own size and one that's one of my size right now in that room. The largest creature is towards the center of the room. Many of them are moving towards the back end of the hall.
Right. And that center creature is also moving to the end of the hall?
The large creature is not currently moving.
So that might be one of the ones commanding the rest, I guess?
Probably.
I hate big guys or girls. Not you, Earth.
No, one of our options is I could try to punch a hole in the center of the wall, and we can go into the middle.
That would make a lot of noise, though.
Yeah.
You can do that. I will take the door then. It will be a nice distraction.
The stonework is old but not decrepit, and this was a castle. But
Pretty thick
Since
stone
monster, I
wall.
do double damage.
yeah, so yes, you do double damage. I'm just telling you, it's not just like it's not just like
It's a strong wall.
you're not gonna like easily Kool-Aid man through the wall. You can do it.
No. Is the ground worked stone?
The ground is like you're like on the third floor. It's like flagstones.
Okay.
It's like big slabs of stone with
Yeah, so that idea is not going to work then, because if it's worked stone, I can't earth glide through the stone.
yes, you can't do that.
You can't blame me for thinking about it.
All right, any other setup you guys want to do before we actually, charge the light brigade this?
Kiva, do we want to ready something as we come in and see the Ankh? That you teleport to it, I ready my teleports to when you have the Ankh in your head, and to teleport exactly the same way back.
That could work.
We'll do that in preparation, I guess.
And if like Kiva and you would hold your action, Striggs, until it's Kiva's turn.
So I can teleport back basically when Kiva has the Ankh in her hands.
We're just gonna run in and grab it and then teleport out.
But we can't bring then all the medium and larger folks have to run. If
teleport is fast, run is slow.
If me and Striggs just boop in, get it, and boop out to a group somewhere where you are keeping safe, we can just boop onwards from there.
We can like plane shift from there.
Okay. Do you need to know the exact location?
We
Well,
could
that
open
would
the
be
door and
but
look.
Knowing the exact location would actually make it more stealthy, kind of, because we don't have to open the door. Yes, let's do that.
All right. From where you are standing, Horgold, it is snap to center. 60 feet away.
I
Actually,
couldn't move until it's straight
straight
above
up.
me.
Okay, so it is currently straight above you. It is 30 feet from you, and you're not sure the height because something is interfering. Actually, give me an Arcana roll.
Gonna.
You can't determine its height.
Oh
God.
boy.
Oh God, no.
Who's gonna do the first spell? Strix?
I'll-
I'm not sure if the cape can hold an action.
I'm not sure if I can delay the activation of my cape, so I'm probably the one going in.
Oh, okay.
Might be
Then
smart because if it's like not underground, I can probably just mage hand and jump the next turn. If all push comes to shove.
just relay the information as perfect as possible, as Kifa is doing it, and then I'll move to this door ready to come to the rescue if needed.
Okay.
Hargold, are we standing ready at this door? Or Holok, we are standing ready at this door. In case of emergency, we can run in as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel as if
Well-
we're breaking a cardinal rule here.
Something about splitting up or something, but I can't remember anymore.
Even three-way.
Um,
Zero matter.
Earth, you're fairly sure that if the door is open fully, you can squeeze yourself through one of these side doors without having to break anything too bad. You might break the door frame, but you can't. It'll be difficult terrain for you to pass through this door or these doors without. It'll be difficult terrain for you to pass through these doors. The
I
small
think
doors.
the DM wants the castle intact. Or
No, I'm just saying. He can also break through
He's
the.
big.
He if he wants to just bust through a wall
Break the
too, he can
doors
do
off
that.
if I want to.
Might take a turn or two.
What are the doors made of?
They're made of wood, and it
So
is
they're just-
rotted. Like it's
They're
not
just
like
rotting wooden doors.
yeah, they're just rotting wooden doors.
If we really wanted to, we could rip them off and use them as projectile weapons.
I
Throw
mean,
them at people.
you can. That's difficult for anybody else to do. All right.
I need it to go on record that Never Sweat the Party is currently playing on loop in my head.
All right. So
Fine.
it is. All right. Are you guys going to dimension door into the room?
On our turns, yes. I will ready on my turn.
Is everybody okay? So we'll start at the top of the order. Horgold, what is your action?
I am going to wait until I hear something going wrong, so I will just skip my turn for now.
Okay, Hollock, what is your action?
Can I delay my action until I know that the dimension door plan has succeeded or failed?
You can delay your action until, say, after Kiva goes. That would move you down that would basically move you down below Kiva in the initiative order for later turns as well.
Okay, then I do that.
Okay, so go ahead and I can change you to a 13. Yep. And
so above the weird thingy, but behind Keith.
I'll move you immediately after Kiva. All right. Striggs.
I will just ready my dimension door to cast going exactly to this spot again where I'm currently at. If Kiva holds the Ankh.
Okay.
One note: if you ready a spell, you cannot cast another spell, or
Correct.
if you Yeah, and if you cast another spell, the dimension door is lost as it is already
Correct.
casted. Okay.
Yep. So basically, you're holding. Okay. Yep. That is fine. I'm assuming you're looking into the room, Horgold. You see another Areni's flash past. Give me perception, please.
Let's use inspiration for this.
Okay.
Darn it.
It's carrying something. All right, Kiva, it is your turn.
My locate object didn't move, right?
Your locate object is still pointed in the same. I mean, you moved down the hallway, so it's like off
So
to your.
somewhere there.
It's. I don't know if you guys can see my pointer.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere here.
It's
Okay,
still in
yeah.
the same direction as last time.
35
Yes.
for you, Kiva. Right?
Yep, 35.
Because it
Do
was
we know
30
how big
for.
the Ankh is?
It was described as it's like a foot long, half a foot wide, Ankh shaped.
Well, I'm
If I'm
going
correct,
to
it was
go
brass.
30 feet in because 35 might mean we're colliding.
All right, so dimension door automatically shifts you to the nearest open location if it's full, right?
Yes.
So if there's something there, then you will automatically just basically if you shoot for 35, you will arrive at 30.
If you would arrive in a place already occupied by an object or a creature, you and any creature you're traveling with you each take 4d6 force damage,
Does it?
and the spell fails to teleport.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's in the spell.
It does, yeah.
All right.
That's no good.
Okay, so
Which is why I'm aiming for 30.
all right. So you and Kiva,
Earth did some.
or you and
Well, Earth turn is.
Sorry, I forgot. So Kiva, it is your turn. Yes, those two spots. All right. You cast Dimension Door. You arrive where you intended to. I'm gonna reveal some things. The only people who can see this are Kiva and group reveal. Hold on. Reveal
Does that
area.
work?
Whoop.
Oh boy.
All right. So you guys arrive. Can I? No, I can't. That. Haha, pan. All right. You guys arrive. Striggs, you have the true seeing thing up.
Yep.
Give me a perception check as there is a zombie standing directly to your right and who's making you very worried. Kiva, just to your left, you see a pedestal and that is emitting bright, nearly blinding light. Perception of 5. Okay. You do not see the Ankh, Striggs, although on top of this pedestal that is emitting this bright light, there is a bronze Ankh, heavily bejeweled, obviously magical, that is sending beams off for basically to the left towards the two symbols on the floor where a pair of zombies are standing.
But I do remember that Horgold was looking for a brass Ankh, right?
Correct. You do not see a brass Ankh there.
But it should be here somewhere.
It should be here somewhere, and with a 5 perception, I'm
right.
Even though
Makes sense.
Yep. So, you guys still have Kiva, you still have a movement action
and a bonus.
And a bonus action.
I think the cape actually was the bonus action. I'm not sure, but
or if the cape.
I'm gonna grab it.
If the cape was, pop the cape. Hold on, let me look up.
How's it called again?
Cape of the Mountebank.
Cape of the Montebank. All right, so you cast Dimension Door as an action.
Yep.
So
Okay.
You have a bonus action.
you
and
have a
movement.
bonus action and a movement action. Grabbing an object, like grabbing the thing on top of the pedestal, would be an action. But if you wanted
It's too
to,
high.
yeah, it's not just yeah, it's an action.
Well,
Action economy is a thing in D&D.
then I'm gonna ready the sword and shield just in case. Light up the sword. That's a bonus action. That I know.
All right.
Just stay put for the time being.
Striggs, I
Questions?
was gonna say you are holding on to your dimension door right now, so
Yeah, it's gone now, probably, because I was
Until
waiting
next-
for Kiva to hold the brass ankh.
if you hold it until your correct me if I'm wrong. If you hold it until the start of your next turn and don't actually end up casting it, is it still gone, or is it
Yep.
not? Okay,
It should be gone.
so it will be gone by the time.
Yes, but that's fine.
Holic, do you guys react to what you see at all? Like, no, this is fine, we're fine, or is it like
Do
panic
you-
screams?
Do you yell, Kiva?
There might be a loud squeak.
I will let you react as you see fit, Holic.
That is very bad. They did not return. I expected them to return.
Right.
So the door is not locked.
Nope.
Then I will. Is it simple to open, or do I have to kick it in, or?
It's simple action. Yeah, you can open it as I'd call it a bonus action.
So I can bonus action, open the door, move, and then use my action.
Yes.
Okay, and I will do that movement first.
No, free action per Horgold, so it's not even a bonus action.
Can I move? Oh, okay, 60 foot. No, I don't. To this blue arrow place.
Yeah.
That's my movement then.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh boy. No. I will. Oh, can't decide what to do. I think I will do this and do another 30. Oh, wait. Could I dash?
You can.
No.
So
Dash
doing
is
Misty
an action.
doing Misty Step allows you to then take an attack action or similar. So basically, you move 30 feet, you Misty Step another 30 feet, and you can still attack. If you do a dash action, you won't be able to still attack.
That's then I will Misty Step below the zombie
Okay.
and attack that one.
All right, go for it.
And attack, crazy. Did it appear?
Yep. 30 will hit. Doing 3, 14, 20 damage.
Nice, and I will attack a second time.
Okay. So yeah, you poke a big hole in it. It's not dead. 25 will also hit, and yeah, your spear like pokes through this thing and blasts its corpse to pieces, removing it from next to Striggs.
Done.
All right, their turn. All right, so they have a speed of 40. Do. That. So she can get there, but she can't do anything from there, but she can get here. So the snake lady like does that where she like her torso leans forward and she just like ducks around this glowing blue whatever this is and slithers with incredible speed across to right next to you, Kiva. The one in front of you is holding a looks like a soldier wearing it's an elf wearing the livery of the Kartuk elves. She with one pair of arms is holding his shoulders. With another arm, she is holding its like his head back by his hair, and she just takes a fourth at this point arm and uses it to slit his throat and impales him the upon the shrine in front of her. He screams for an incredibly long 6 seconds, and his body like dissolves in a puddle of gore, and then she moves here and will let me see, that was 4 of her arms. She will draw 2 long swords with 2 arms and swing at 50-50 chance. Roll me odd or even, please, Kiva. Which one do you want? I mean, assuming you want to be attacked, but so odd. I'm going with she attacks you. So tail. She has disadvantage on attacks for you, right?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, 14 hit you.
Nope.
All right. And then with her other 4 arms that were holding up this guy's body, she draws 4 more longswords. And that is the Merilith's turn. Vergeros, you can see into the room now. Poking your head around the corner, you see 2 Meriliths, a whole bunch of zombies and skeletons, and your friends in the center of the room being surrounded very quickly.
That ain't good. 5, 10, 15. I'm going to need some help on this.
Okay.
This is what I'm casting,
Okay.
but I am using an how do you call it? A point.
Sorcery point?
Sorcery points, and I have a charisma modifier of 5, so I can get up to 5 people protected from the blast.
Okay, you can absolutely protect all your friends that way.
Yes. But now the next thing is it's a 60-foot radius.
That's big.
That's 60. That's okay.
Almost the center of the room, I think, right? Yes. Because I want the
From
2
the
big
Maryland,
ones in
right?
there as well.
Well, you're definitely sure to get the big ones in there.
Okay.
If you're casted at anywhere near.
Can someone draw a circle?
Okay, so it'll stop at the walls.
I think so. I don't know.
Is it okay?
Which
I
one
think
is-
it's light. It's light. So
Yeah. So that's gonna hit. Question: you see 2 soldier-looking people up at the top of the room. Do you include those in your 5?
do they look friendly?
They don't look like undead. Nor demons.
Yes, I think I'm still protected, seeing it's a circle. I'm just outside. I placed myself just outside of the circle. That's what I meant.
Yep. So okay. So
Then I have 5 persons I can protect. So those 2 I can protect, and I will protect them. Because with 1 sorcery point, I can protect 5 people.
all right. So you do 38 radiant damage. Is there a save?
You need to do a DC 18.
Constitution save.
I'm gonna roll 1 for the zombies. I'm just gonna roll it once because I don't want to have to roll that many of them. So
On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded by the spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw.
so the zombies all fail. So that evaporates. That guy, that guy,
And
that
it's
guy,
radiant.
Basically everything between the lines.
that guy. Yep, working on it. That guy.
I'm
that
just
guy,
saying.
That guy. That guy. That guy. You see. Okay, so we'll get to that guy in a minute. And then the skeletons, you did 38 damage.
Yes.
Radiant.
Yes. So they can't. Doesn't matter how much they save, they can't live through that. So they also evaporate.
I think I've done a bit of damage.
Still counts as 1.
So the Irinis, they get a Constitution save. They're immune. Okay. Constitution save
9.
9.
That's failed.
So they take 38 damage.
And on top of they are blinded.
Yep. I'm gonna mark them blind.
And there is no darkness anymore in this area as well.
It was already very well lit by the thing in the center of the room. All right.
It's even better lit now.
So the Marilys will get each of their own. So Constitution for the top one. Con plus 10. 19. What is your save? DC 18.
DC 18.
Saves. So she is not blinded and she takes half of 38, which is 15 plus 4 is 19. And the other one is also good.
It's 18.
Yep. So they are not blind. Those 2 are blind, and that one's protected. All right. Anything else, Vergeros?
Let me check. Sorry.
What about the guy on the bottom left?
Oh, right, the guy on the bottom left. I was going to cover him. So the spell impacts a dome of energy over him, and he looks at all of you entering this room bemusedly. He is a large. He's not that large. He's larger than human. He has 2 human arms and 2 giant crab arms. A goat's head, or goatish head. Actually, pop up so I can describe him better. Yeah, he's got a goat head, 2 normal arms, 2 crab arms, giant clawed feet, very impressive spikes all over his body, and he's looking at you with amusement.
Interesting.
But yeah, globe,
So
like a dome of
Doesn't
energy
hit him at all.
doesn't touch him at all.
That's no good.
All right.
Can I do something else? I don't think I can. Yes, I can.
Okay.
I'm returning back and put myself safely behind the wall.
As usual.
Take inspiration from that. I'm sorry. That's amazing. All right.
What?
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Bergeros.
Striggs, please meet me in the sideboard.
Okay.
So, you as all like this bright flash of light goes off, and just zombies evaporate around you. Zombies, skeletons, everything evaporates around you. And you look around, and you lock eyes with the creature in the bottom left of the room. And in a flash, he says in your head, one simple step can end all this right now. I can tell you where what you seek is, and you get you away from here. All you have to do is touch the stone in your right hand to the ankh in the center of the room, and I will give you what you seek and tell you how to use it to not only destroy he who currently controls it, but also extend your life well beyond what you currently have.
Can I reply to him?
You're in your own head. This is kind of like the whisper spell, but kind of
Right.
not, as far as you can tell. Like he's talking to you in your head, but not like it's not like a whisper at you. He's just talking in a normal voice. He's looking at you bemusedly.
Know what he is.
Knowledge, religion.
Religion. 23.
He is a Glabrezu demon. I forget the. I think I popped it up. Hold on. He's a Glabrezu demon.
Demon. Are they known for their trickery?
They are known. Well, with a 23, they are the devil that you make deals with. They are the demon lawyers who make a very simple deal with you for the simple cost of your soul, for great power and reward, long or infinite life, those sorts of things.
So if I will try and think as hard as I can to reply to him. If I touch the stone to the brass,
To the bronze ankh in the center of the room. Yep.
The bronze ankh in the center of the room. You will teach me how to destroy the brass ankh that is the phylactery of.
I will teach you.
I have to get this name. Right.
I will teach you how to destroy Abu al-Fahad. I will save all of your friends, and I will teach you how to use the ankh to gain everlasting knowledge and everlasting life.
I will think out loud. Let's say, that's a deal. Don't you break it.
Okay, you gonna say that out loud to all your friends?
No, in my mind, it's the same way I replied to him before.
Okay, so you agree with his deal?
Correct.
All right. We're going to skip a whole bunch of stuff and go right back to your turn. All right.
Saved.
So you guys see, those of you who can see Striggs lock eyes with the creature in the lower left of the room.
No.
You can see just down there. Yeah.
No.
And
Just no.
you see him reach up with his right hand holding the snowflake obsidian stone and touch the stone to the ankh in the center of the room, and he vanishes. The ankh and the stone remain. The Meriliths vanish. The portal at the end of the room closes. The demon in the lower left part of the room vanishes. All of the undead just collapse where they are. The Irenes the Rennies scream and vanish, and it is very quiet. So quiet that you guys can hear screams of triumph outside of this room.
I don't think it's time for shearing.
So, and in Kiva, you see a hole in the floor before you, that has a, like, there was a lid of stone on this hole in the floor in front of you that has been opened. In the center of this hole, you see a like intricately carved, like very well carved pocket that is perfectly shaped to hold the described size of the Ankh.
But is the Ankh in said pocket?
The Ankh is not in said pocket.
What does the locate object that's still active do?
It's gone.
The Ankh is gone, or
The locate object no longer locates the object as described. The stone and the Ankh in front of you, Kiva, are humming.
so this is gone as well.
That is gone as well.
These two still are alive.
Those two are still alive. It's like quiet for long enough that you guys, like, it becomes creepy. Horgold, you guys come into the room to see, like the beams are still there. The two markers here are still here. The marker on the floor on the left is gone. This thing in the center of the room is humming, and into the center of the room teleports the creature you guys know as Abu al-Fahad. He looks down at the floor, like it's a teleportation. He teleported per the spell into this room, and he looks down at the pocket on the floor, looks up at you, Kiva, and then tilts his head back and dissolves into dust.
So we know it's the Ankh has been transported further than 50 miles away because Abu al-Fahad just vanishes or dies.
So there's a whole string of things that needed to happen, but you think that his connection, you think it was destroyed. That is accurate to what would happen if the Ankh was destroyed.
Destroyed or taken away 50 miles.
No, taking away 50 miles was not enough. He had to take it away 50 miles, burn it in a fire with the stuff, and destroy it.
There was a big ritual thing that had to happen outside 50 miles of the city.
Did Strix mess up his spell again?
The thing in the center of the room grows louder still.
Can I investigate that thing in the center of the room?
Arcana.
Just a second.
With a 12, it's really magical. You're watching some sort of cascading magical effect.
Do I know if we are in immediate danger?
Yes, you are in immediate danger, and when you realize that you are in immediate danger, all of you are back aboard the ship, the Bright
Please
Sail.
tell me these two are the two guards are there as well.
They are not. So you all are back aboard the Bright Sail.
Knight's Tale.
Knight's Tale.
Do I know how you get here?
It was a teleportation effect, although it wasn't something that allows you to voluntarily say no.
Godly intervenience.
Some sort of divine intervention is the closest you can come to what this was. You see in the distance
Did it feel like when Kiva and Bowen got sent to the Knight's Tale the first time?
Yes and no. It felt a lot darker. Like there's a smell of brimstone. It wasn't a pleasant like that snap of the movement wasn't a pleasant trip.
I saw Strix using that black rock, right?
Yes, and when he lifted he reached his hand up and touched the rock to the Ankh, the Ankh on the bronze Ankh on the top of the thing, like the top of it opened just enough to accept the rock as its
master, so to speak.
Yeah, to like key into it. And you guys in the Knight's Tale see the castle, like even sitting here you can see the ground shake and the castle like collapses in on itself.
I think I have an idea, but I don't know if my character knows what I'm thinking.
And yeah, you guys are aboard the Knight's Tale. You do not hear the groans of undead. You like this place is eerily quiet.
I need to get this ship over to check on the army, see what happened.
I would like to do something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to use the ring to ask the same thing, basically.
Yeah, I was just about to say, use the ring. I have a suggestion to the party. I think something happened on the God Plane again, and I want to visit the God Plane with you guys. I think Strix can be there.
I first want to know. I'll describe
of course. First do the connection with Magda.
Yeah, describe of what happened also to Magda, what you guys told me that happened, to see if she knows something about this, and then indeed I am with Figueros to see where Strix ended up this time.
Striggs, we'll cover what's happening to you in just a short hot minute. So you reach out through the ring. You again don't get Magda because she's given it to a subordinate. And you hear like she's like, "You won! You won! What did you do?" He was dragging Magda back through the portal and then gone. The portal was gone. The army was gone. The all of the undead just collapsed.
Is Magda safe?
She's gravely injured. The healers are with her.
Okay.
She's alive, we think. She was still breathing a moment ago.
Seen any other dragons fall from the sky?
No, she was the only one.
Is that concurring with the dream we had?
That tracks with what Striggs told you about the dream, yes.
Okay.
He never saw the color of the dragon, just the line of fire and the necrotic bolt.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted to make sure. I want to make sure the party is agreed with doing a plane shift to the God plane. I don't know how it's called otherwise. Sorry. Kiva.
Yes, we should maybe. If you think that he might be there,
and you can see your brother again.
Yeah, that's also a reason why. Maybe he can explain more. Hollock?
Cannot possibly be this easy.
I agree. I'm still very confused, but I will stick with the group.
Earth, I know it's not, but you know that feeling you have to do something, but you don't know what to do, what you need to do, but you haven't.
I'm just telling you guys. I'm telling you. keep your guards up. Okay, my friends, keep your guards up. We can go to the God plane, but keep your guards up. There's no way this is over.
So
you
Yeah,
have
that
level.
I am sure of as well. But that's why I want to go check on the God's plane to see if nothing's wrong. Oh,
so
So you have what you're saying, Earth, is that you have little faith.
because you gotta
So
have faith.
yeah, so you are worshipping Embertorn as
All right, so Vosk or not Vosk, Vergeros, you cast your spell, gather your friends around you.
we need to be in a circle.
Yep, you cast your spell. Striggs, you
Yep.
are looking. You are looking through a crystal globe, and watch your friends or watch your party vanish. And the Glabradzu, I said it correctly once.
I guess
Sa-
what you mean.
says to you, see, I told you they would be safe. Now, little one, follow me into the library and learn everything that you would ever want to know. And he rests he has made himself just slightly larger than your size. So like it's all in perspective for you. He rests a hand on your shoulder, slowly turns you into a enormous library. There are endless books covering every subject that you could ever want to know on them. In your right hand, where the stone has been for weeks, months at this point, you are holding this simple brass ankh. It is slowly like leaching the corruption out of your skin. No matter what you do, you are unable to let go of the ankh. And in your mind, you know that if it is ever removed from your hand, or if it is removed from your hand before you learn how to properly deal with it, you will die. But as long as you are holding it, you are unable to be killed.
Okay.
And you do not need to sleep or eat or drink. The needs of the mortal are lessened, and you find yourself in a library that is as large as cities, and contains all any magic or knowledge that you could ever want. And he explains to you how to find information out and where to look, like how to figure out where to look in the library. And I'm going to sunset on your character at that point, because you're going to have to spend some time learning before you can do anything else, like years, decades.
Sounds like
But-
a fledgling necromancer.
But you cannot die, and you do not need to leave here unless you want to. All right, so the remainder of the party. You guys find yourself in this glowing, bright expanse. In the position of Emberthorn, you see Grunthos looking, like, as you guys arrive, he looks up at you and says, well, that was ridiculous. And oh shoot, I just forgot her name. The one formerly known as Aurora. Daha. Daha looks at you guys and says, I would not have chosen that as a way to end the necromancer, but it has taught us something. And she points you guys to the position of the skeletal knight. And you do not see a heartstone. But he is fully formed. He is like standing there, hands, like there's a sword at least 5 feet long, like stabbed just gently into the ground in front of him. He's got one hand on top of the pommel and the other hand on top of that, looking out over you, and she kind of waves at him and says, "His heartstone is no longer needed. Repeat with the rest of the gods what you did with him, and we will no longer be in danger of destruction or capture. Because he is no longer in danger of destruction or capture."
So we cannot kill him anymore.
No, you can't kill him. You cannot kill him. He cannot be banished or locked away. At least not the way that we were so long ago. But at the very least, we now have we know how to create an object to do this to the rest of us. My sisters will need to be awakened before that happens, otherwise they will never wake again. But I believe that will be the purview of somebody else. I see fate moving its hand away from you. I don't
know what happened to Strix, I asked.
Grunthos says, as far as I can tell, he is safe. He is alive. He is some win else, but other than that, I do not know.
Could you repeat that last? He is some win?
He is some win else.
Someone or
WHEN.
Some when he is not in our current time.
Ah, okay. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't know what it meant. Sorry.
Yes. If you guys return to society, if you guys choose to return back to whence you came, I'm sure you will be hailed as heroes because you won a battle against a great evil, and I think mayhaps you have won less than you hoped, but more than you could have.
So we could have done better.
Grunthos smiles at you with entirely the correct number of teeth. Drink a beer in my honor, or a whiskey, or a whiskey the size of a beer. And
or two whiskeys.
Or two whiskeys the size of a beer.
Beer. Be scotch.
Well, dear brother, it seems I have work to do. Spreading your name.
He smiles at you as well and says, "Yes, the more believers that I have, the more powerful that I become. And when you create an Ankh to lock me in my godhood, know that I thank you for the work that you have provided."
Is Strix savable? Can we still help him in any way or in any means?
He can help himself, but I cannot. Daha says he can help himself, but I cannot send you to when he is. There is a discontinuity between now and then. I do not know why, but he is as safe as anybody could be, not in their own time.
Do you know that the time is the future or the past?
Or
Jet
both at the same time?
Jet kind of grins at you and says, "The future." Or at least a future.
Man, this is so
Kiva pulls
confusing.
out. Kiva pulls out the statuette of the coal. Oh, I still have this.
Your brother Grunthos smiles at you and says, "Do not be afraid to use it. Um, it it's better if it's used than sitting in a drawer, um, or put away on a shelf. It's intended to go spread my name."
No, that's not true. It's intended to so I can find you guys.
Grunthos laughs at you and says, "Yes."
I'm just not sure how to word what I want to happen yet.
I say to Kiva that maybe it's a smart thing to wait until you know a little bit how to word it, so you can word it exactly as you meant.
Yes.
Hasty things don't bode well.
Wisdom comes with time, dear sister. Had I had a bit more of that, I would not be standing here before you. I would instead be standing at your side.
We all remember what happened last time when we were here.
Well, I would need to go back somewhere so I can start the spreading of the word of Emberthorn. If you say Strix is safe for the time being, I shall trust you on that.
But all four of the gods nod at you.
Are the rest of the gods also still there, or are they
They
only
their statues remain, but they are inanimate.
Okay.
Hmm. Troubling.
Which one was it?
It's the default state.
And with that, I think you guys eventually teleport or sent back to the prime material plane. You work your way, or you bring your ship over to the army, land it next to it. You are acclaimed as heroes for the remainder of your lives. You find yourselves staring at portraits of yourself in inns, receiving free food and drink as you travel around. Um, Everywhere you are heralded as a hero. Um, Not everything is Guns and Roses. Not everything is flowers and springtime afterwards. Um, the new month of Snowflake Obsidian becomes stable. Um, the remainder of the months stabilize out at 28 days each. Jet um Jet never changes again during your lifetimes from 28 days. Um there are rumors in the lands of Kartuk that the moment that the Lich died, somebody infiltrated the castle and assassinated the king and all of his lineage. Um and a half elf bastard was raised to royalty, and took over, leading the elves into a armistice with the kingdom of Kartuk, and eventual alliance. Lakshank never again in any of your lives becomes an independent. They become eventually a vassal state to Kartuk. And the world moves on. Great strides are made forward during your guys' lifetimes in technology. The flying ship that you guys landed at the battlefield is soon copied and replicated, and faster, better ships are made, flying all about the world. And yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it there. The world is generally at peace. Shoot, what's her name? The dragon.
Elena, Magda.
Mother of Elena.
Natasha.
Natasha reigns over the city of Ook and rebuilds it as a dragon, or basically in her form of a dragon rather than in secret. She is considered a strong dictator, but is capable of, like, she's strong. She's a dictator but fair. And the Magda recovers from her wounds and rules in open over the city of Kirsch. None of you ever hear of Anya again. I mean, so we will go ahead and wrap up there. We have about a half an hour left. If we want to do what your characters plan on doing for the next 5-10 years, the range of your life, whatever happens that be, I would sure like to here. Yeah, you're gonna live a while.
I mean, eventually I will become an archdruid. I already have long life as an elf, so I could technically live for millennia.
Probably won't go quite out that far, but go back to the Lakshank Forest, perhaps, and get a coterie of druids around you.
A few centuries at least.
Yeah. So absolutely, you can do that. You protect the forest.
But first and foremost, we have to go back to that town and help them out because we promised we'd go back.
Yes. You go back
For a
to
season or two.
Down at the mountain, right?
Yep. You guys absolutely go back to I'll pop up here, Valora. And help them deal with the fact that there's an extra month between winter and spring.
So basically, for me, I see every day I'm going to a different portion of land and just casting grow plants
Sure.
a long way and just
Yep. All right.
We have this huge plethora of goods that they can export, and it's a very wealthy town now.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Striggs, you spend untold years, if not centuries, reading through what do you want your character to be finding in these books and tomes? And
Probably a way to either monitor or look at the world I came from, and a way to kind of stabilize it. So I want to help in part of stabilizing. I'm not getting rid of a god, of course, but just helping here and there with minor things, discouraging some rebels, encouraging some better farming methods, stuff like that, in some kind of way. If I get the option to learn to communicate with the past.
You spend untold time. Like you lose track of time, but you are able to eventually learn you are able to eventually learn how to speak to the past, and your your speaking comes to people in portents and dreams. You raise up a following of oracles, able to accurately predict the future and alter it slightly, um, with the effect of stabilizing the history, like teaching people how to do stuff. Absolutely, yes.
Cool.
And the what so these portents and dreams are all very distinctive. um what would you what is the name of a dream, a portent from the future from Striggs called?
Um,
I would say blast from the past, but yeah.
no. What about a shadow blast? Because strict shadow dancer.
Sure.
Teleport to the unknown.
I should actually take notes since stuff is happening. So
I think shadow blasts are pretty cool. They also kind of, yeah, well, sleeping is done in the dark, so blast of knowledge.
okay. And all right, Strix. Uh, all right, Hollock. What do you do?
I think I will travel a bit with Kiva. As long as she is doing her thing, spreading word of Emberthorn, I will learn about religion and paladins and Daha.
All right, you spend time with Kiva, spreading both the word of Emberthorn and of Daha herself. You after about 10 years, you have learned all you can from her, and settle yourself into a thriving city on the Western continent, which has grown up around you, or which has grown up grown up over there, and establish a church to Daha yourself, and followers of Daha from all over the world make pilgrimages to this city, to hear your words, and your lived experiences, and train under you. Like, young paladins come over here to train under you in fighting and living their best living their best lives. Not even necessarily paladins of Daha, paladins of any god often spend time training under you, learning learning your ways and the ways to best serve their own god. All right, Horgold, what are you up to?
I probably wander around, still doing favors for the dragons, but also enjoy my heroism, and of course spread, you know, not rumors, but make the story bigger than it was, and that I had way more with the story than, you know, a little bit ego talk to all the city, and meet up with my friends when I can. Uh, so yeah, I think that's what I will do. Just wander around and enjoying my fame.
Yes, you find yourself once people discover who you are, with the best inns that can be had for any money, the 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 um, the finest wines and ales and drinks, and whatever you wish. And yeah, you can absolutely travel from place to place, meeting up with your friends on occasion. They all seem to be doing well. um, and yeah, living your best rogue life, doing jobs for dragons because it's fun, not because you need to get paid. Because you absolutely never need to spend a dime in your own name ever again.
Yeah, and if somebody doesn't believe the story or heard the story different, that I didn't do that much in a battle or something like that, I'll just use charm person and hideous laughter to make sure that they shut up. Or
Um,
Typical Hargold.
yes,
Eventually, you find yourself in the town of Takwiden after having not visited it for many years, and you see a statue of yourself with a fairly good, um, like likeness of yourself. Um, and hero, it's like hero, hero of the city of Ook. Don't ever let somebody tell you that he's not engraved into the bottom of it.
I like that.
Uh,
Verdros and Kiva left.
yep.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I can never forget Strix and the sacrifice he made, and I keep searching my whole life, trying to read up, get information on the smallest pieces and the biggest exits and smallest corners of every lance, on a way to try and find and get him back to us.
Could we not, planar shift you so you can talk to him directly and maybe find something out that way?
Yeah, that's what I meant with finding a way.
So you spend many years, many decades, looking for ways to contact Striggs. Again, like you are granted, in near the city of Ook, you are granted a landhold, where you are able to either travel out to other parts of the world to gather information, bring it back to your own landhold.
Yeah, I use my teleportation circle.
What?
I have a own teleportation circle in my
Yep.
In my house.
Yep, you absolutely do that, and you quickly amass a very large library, looking to like your library builds over time, looking for ways to do this, and in you live a long life.
I'm an elf.
You are an elf. In your old age, as you are laying down to sleep one night, you see Striggs in your mind reading a book, on a desk that looks like your desk. And it's a book that you have recently acquired to put into your library. And you recognize in the image of Striggs sitting there reading that book, that the shelves that he is sitting before are of the same design as the shelves you are currently installing in your library.
So basically, Strix is in the future in my house. That's unexpected. The day after I have that dream or trance vision or shadow blast,
Yes.
I searched the same book and I put a note in that book with a big heart on it and thank you, Strix.
So
In-
yes, at some
on
point,
the front.
Striggs, you pick up a book, sit down on a table to read it over, and see in Vergeros's handwriting, "Thank you, Striggs."
Oh.
Now, how far in the future is Strix at this point?
Did I figure out at some point?
You do-
Probably, if I want to.
Just see how big my library is.
So
And
your
compare it.
so your the library you are in, Striggs, is the size of a city.
I mean, that just takes a couple thousand years. I will eventually have timeless body because I will continue to learn my druidic art. I will live to be over 6,000 years old.
All right, and Kiva.
Yeah, she will travel the world, the entire world, probably for the rest of her life. Being a paladin. Fine steed was an indication as she will conjure up an exact image of Fido, which the original party would recognize if they ever saw her. Fido was the dog of Grunthos.
Mm-hmm.
Only seen for a couple of episodes at the start of his run.
What happened?
He left him at his village when they went through the Feywild.
Yes.
So
Never went back to pick him up.
Fido's still alive, just serving
Yes,
the
Fido.
village instead of.
Mm-hmm.
Poor dog.
At some point, she would have used the stone, or the figurine,
Mm-hmm.
the wish in it, to basically wish for the ability to have a conversation with Striggs, just to check in on him.
You make your wish, and the figurine disappears. And you find yourself writing to Striggs as if he were a friend in a far city. You write a letter detailing, what went on after Striggs left, what everybody else was up to, because you guys keep in track with each other at least a little bit. And you fold this letter into a magical tome, and you ship this magical tome to you don't know why you do this, but you ship this magical tome to Vergeros, with a bow tied around it, that is keyed to Striggs's, I guess, life force, or Striggs's soul.
Is it the bow on my
His
suit that
magical
fell off at
energy.
some point?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Wait, Strix still have a life force since when?
No, of course he's
Or
still
even
alive,
a
but he's
soul.
not dead.
Hey.
But we also have the fact that all magic is tied individual. Every individual person's magic has its own signature.
Right. So, anyways, you write this letter, put it in this book, and send it to Vergeros, who writes back and says something along the lines of, "Thank you for the book, but I can't open it up, and I don't understand why you gave it to me, so I just put it in my library." And like refuses to talk about it after that.
Seems like my library is mucho importante.
Mucho importante.
All right. And with that,
Muy
we
importante.
will call this session and this campaign to an end. So, I would have the players introduce themselves, and one more time, if you guys have anything going on that you'd like to say, go ahead and let everybody know. I am Samalander. I stream to Twitch every weekend, and I will be running a game again soon, I hope. So thank you, everybody. So go ahead, Dragon.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Shit. Shoot. I was not expecting to go next. So I am Farmauer Gronvauer. You have most commonly known me as Earth. I have recently changed my name on Twitch. I am now Deem the Dragon, formerly known as Dragon Master 57. And I have actually been working on getting things set up so I can return to streaming myself.
Awesome. Eastbourne?
Yes, I'm Eastbourne, playing the Goblin Wizard Striggs, and I don't stream. I much enjoy watching Samalander stream. So I suggest, if you are not yet following, follow Samalander. What else I want to talk about is why my character chose to take this action, which is the things he heard from the thing, and knowing that he is one of the demon slayers, and demon slayers keep their word. And if they don't, if their contract with the Lich didn't involve them killing them, right? He would have known that he wouldn't make the deal. So that's why he took it. And he knew his friends were safe, and himself he didn't really care much about. So if he would have died, that would have been fine as well. And that's about it. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Hollick?
Not much to say. Thank you for this awesome adventure. And I think that's it from my side.
All right, Horgold? Enter?
I'm Inter. I was playing Horgold in this fantastic campaign. I really enjoyed it, Sam. Thanks for the opportunity to join this. And yeah, it feels like I said goodbye, but we'll see you next Saturday. But yeah, thank you for the adventure and for the great story time that will haunt my dreams, probably.
All right, Vosk?
I am Vosk123. I played Vergeros the Elf, Sorcerer. I just want to thank you all guys for keeping up with me. I know I'm not always the easiest person, but it was a fun trip. Learned a lot of things about D&D. It was my first actual campaign I played. And yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys. Bye.
And Zerder?
Yes, as Samalander said, I'm Surtur. I've played I've probably been the only one that has played multiple characters this campaign, starting with Athena in sessions 1 through 6, and Gruntos all the way to until recently when he became a god, and lastly Kiva. I have to thank Samalander for getting me into D&D. I need to find a new campaign soon. This was too fun.
Expected.
This was too fun. I'm not gonna blame you. I'm just gonna thank you for introducing me to Dungeons and Dragons. And as someone else said, if you're not following this guy, go do it. He is a lot of fun to watch. Streams Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And I will be in the chat.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. It has been great having you here. Bye.
Round of applause for Sam.